Hi, and welcome to Internet Business Path. I'm your host today, Tyrone Shum. Firstly, thank you very much for coming to visit and also check out this post today. What I wanted to talk to you about today is how to actually optimize your category pages on your e-commerce website. Now, there's a lot of things that a lot of people probably don't realize, a lot of business owners that don't realize, is that a lot of consumers come onto your category page, which is just a list of products that are displayed there. It can be displayed in a table format, can be displayed in a list format, or it depends on how you want to set up your structure on your website. But those are really the main ways that are displayed and shows consumers or customers what your products are within the store. And you may think, oh, it's just a list of products. But there is actually a few little tips that I want to share with you to actually make it a lot better for your customers so that it helps you convert from browsing all the way to making sales. And it's quite simple, but a lot of people don't do it as well. So as with everything in life, you can take a little bit of what I teach you and show you and apply it, or if it doesn't apply, then move on and also take on other things that I'll teach you as well. So what I wanted to explain to you firstly is, if you don't understand exactly what a category page is, let me just talk a little bit more about it. Firstly, what is a category page? Okay, well, this is really the first process that a consumer or customer comes through. Usually when they come and click onto your website or onto your e-commerce business, they usually want to find out, okay, I'm looking for a camera, for example, and I want to go and click on the camera categories, for example. Now, as soon as they click on the cameras category, it should display to them a whole list of cameras. And it could be from like Canon, Sony, any of those kind of brands, and it'd be all listed down in one page. Now, there's a few little things I want to share with you with regards to that, and I'll talk a little bit more about it. But first thing you got to understand is that is your categories page, and we can actually optimize that to make it a lot better for the customers out there. The other thing is that every single customer will actually see these categories first, and usually from there they'll be able to decide, okay, this is where I want to go and find, and if they can't find their product from there, then they'll just skip it and then you'll lose them within a few seconds, as I actually have mentioned in a few other posts. So that's why it's crucial to actually make your categories page quite easy to read and user-friendly for them. So let me give you 8 tips on how to actually optimize your categories page. A very common one that people don't actually look at doing is actually, once they're finished going through the shopping cart, we can actually get them to return back to the category page, which helps you actually sell that categories page a lot more. So this first tip that I'm going to be giving you is called auto return after adding to a cart. What it does is basically, once a customer has actually added their product to the shopping cart and they've completed that adding of their product and have chosen, what you want to do is return them back to your categories page so that they can select more products to buy. That way it would actually encourage a lot more sales to happen and also a lot more browsing for them. That's the first tip. The second thing is to display your out-of-stock items separately. What I mean by that is, I've seen a lot of stores out there where they have all the current items that are available displayed with all the items that are currently not available within the whole categories page. What might be a good tip for you is to actually keep only all the available items inside one category. For example, Canon could be all available and be all under cameras, and you want to keep all those ones that are available there. Now, for the ones that are out of stock or unavailable, probably create a new category called cameras unavailable, or cameras need special order, or something like that. And some people will actually click on that and go, oh, there's the old model that I'm actually interested in buying. Let's see if it's available. So they'll click on it and go and have a look, and that way they can actually put a pre-order in, or they can actually inquire more about it. That way it keeps things separate, and also too, it helps with consumer only looking for products that are available now, and helps you with your conversion of your sales straight away. The third tip is to actually add a cart button to your listing page or your categories page. Very, very simple and very easy to do. Let's say, for example, you're at your categories page and you have a whole list of cameras there. No harm, just put a add cart button right next to each one of those products. I can assure you that if you actually add that on, it will actually encourage them to add the products to the shopping cart if they're interested in buying. And that really helps with your sales conversion as well. The fourth tip that I want to share with you is actually add a sort by option there. And this sort by option should usually go at the top of the page of the categories page. By having that there, it allows the customer to sort by price, sort by name, sort by category, or subcategory I should say, all those things, and it allows them to browse a lot faster and a lot easier. And that's something that a lot of websites do currently have, but if you don't currently have it, I'd recommend adding it on. Okay, the fifth one that I want to share with you is make sure you do highlight your new and sale merchandise. So if on the categories page you actually have a lot of new merchandise that have come on, just put a little new symbol right next to it so it actually stands out. A lot of stores do that by having either a splash kind of symbol with new in the middle, and by doing that it encourages customers to have a look at the new product. And usually a lot of people or a lot of customers like new things, so encourage them to check it out, and that makes it a lot more obvious for them. The other thing is sale. Do the same thing there. Instead of having new there, have sale, and make sure that the prices there show the original price with it slashed through. That encourages them to go, okay, wow, I'm actually looking at a particular product that's say $199 and it's on sale for $120. That really can boost the psychology of consumers and help you actually get better sales conversion if you're actually having a sale particularly for that. Okay, number 6. This is very common sense, but it is very powerful. Show real life photos of people actually using the product. A lot of people out there, or a lot of e-commerce stores, think that it's great to just show the camera, which is good in many ways, but also too, you want to add some real life photos to it. Say for example, if you're holding a camera, get a person to be taking a photo of the camera and then zoom it up from there. It gives that extra impression that it's got a personal touch. Yes, also include the photos that don't have the person next to it, but also show some real life photos. Let's just say for example you're looking at shirts. You might want to get a model to actually wear the shirts and take photos with them. That encourages and also makes it more personal and gives it a nice professional touch as well. What I'm also saying to you too is also don't just take the photos in any background. Make sure that you've got a clean white background and you may mostly have the image of the actual product focused on. And also too, to make sure that when you are taking the photos that you also have the model shown as well too. Don't have to necessarily show the face of the person, but just make sure that there is a person that's in there on a nice, say, white background or something that's clean. The 7th thing that I wanted to give you, another tip, is have a prominent search function. Now, Google being the dominant search engine provider around the market today has actually got a lot of extra features that you can use the search engine to put into your e-commerce website. A lot of, say for example, e-commerce websites that have currently their own built-in search functions are good, but not as powerful. So if you can, either use the Google search engine function, which you can integrate into your e-commerce website, and Google gives that away for free. If you just go into Google search and find the search toolbar that you can actually add to your website, it's very easy to install. You can do that, or alternatively, as I said, just use what the e-commerce search option has been provided for you within your e-commerce software. Last but not least is make sure that all your images are clickable. A lot of people actually see the image and just don't really read the description, and they think, okay, I'll click on it and it'll take me to the add to cart page or the product description page. Yes, that normally does happen, but a lot of times when you click on the image, it usually either shows the increased size, which is great, but also I would recommend to actually make these images clickable so that it takes you directly to, say, another page that will give you more details, such as the product description in details and also the image descriptions in details. So make sure that you make all your images clickable. Now I've given you 8 good tips there, and hopefully these 8 tips will be able to help you increase your sales conversions on your categories products page. And at your categories products page, as I mentioned at the beginning, it's actually just a list of items or products that you have. and you want to make sure that this is optimized fully. Okay, in summary, I just wanted to let you know that there are these 8 tips that you can take away and use these tips in your own e-commerce website. I'll also display them on my post, and hopefully you can take them away. And if you have any comments and feedback, just feel free to leave and ask any questions as you want. So that's it for today. My name is Tyron Shum from Internet Business Path, and I want to thank you very much for listening and also